In today's video, I want to talk to you about the difference between sustainable and ethical fashion. It's a question I get asked about all the time, and there seems to be a lot of confusion about whether they mean the same thing, whether they're entirely different things. So let's dive into that in this video. If you're new around here, hi, I'm Vicky from the Fashion Business Coach, and I help people who are new to the fashion industry to launch and scale their brand successfully. So let's dive right in. Sustainable, ethical, what's it all about? Well, the first thing that you need to know is that there's not actually a set guideline as to what either of those things mean. So there's no government legislation, no fashion industry standard as to what sustainable and ethical mean, which is why you're probably seeing a lot of conflicting information online. And that's simply because it can mean one thing to one person and something totally different to somebody else. The general consensus though, and this is my personal belief as well, is that sustainability relates to anything relating to the environment or environmental damage. So that could be something like using chemicals and then releasing them into the water, not sustainable. It could be about cutting down trees to make fabrics, happens every day, and then they're not being replaced, so it's unsustainable in that sense that ultimately you're going to run out of trees. It can be things like waste, whether that's waste during the production process or when garments are thrown away and the waste that's created them. It can also be things like using oil as a raw material. Lots of fabrics are derived from oil, again, not something that I would consider sustainable. So anything that creates environmental damage, to me, falls under the category of sustainable. On the other hand, ethical relates to people and animals and how they're treated. So anything like animal welfare, a lot of products are derived from animals. So I would always be thinking about how are they living? Are they living happy lives or are they not? And similarly with the workers, are they getting paid fairly? Are they in safe working conditions? Are they getting a fair wage? And all these kinds of things. So that's what I consider to be sustainable and ethical. Now the key thing here is, as I said at the start, there's no actual specific definition. So you as a fashion brand or as you as a fashion consumer, shopper, you'll need to make that decision for yourself as to what these things mean, and more importantly, what you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept. As a brand, I think it's really important that you have a manifesto of some kind. I have this for my fashion brand, my other businesses as well, and to me it's really important to lay down the law, so to speak, and be really clear about this is what we'll accept, this is what we won't accept. As a small brand, you'll often find that you have to compromise somewhere. It's not possible to be 100% sustainable. Currently, with the technology that we have, it's just not possible. So anyone striving for perfection, you have to rein it in a little bit, I'm afraid. And the way that I always view it is that it's better that you're doing something, even though it's not 100% perfect, and then taking that market share away from people who are, don't care about the environment, don't care about the ethics or anything like that. So that's my advice to you, to make sure that you are really clear as a person and as a brand what you will accept and what you won't accept. Is that what you're expecting? I'd love to know in the comments what you thought about sustainability and ethical fashion. Feel free to drop me a comment below and I can get back to you. Thanks for watching this video, and we do a new video every single week, so I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.